That's why I would never try drugs, because I'm afraid of, I think I would be one of those people that would literally die off of like Tylenol. Advil PM, I would just like, my head would explode. Hey everyone, it's Morgan. A lot of you have been asking about the story behind my tattoos, so I'm gonna take you through all my tattoos and the story behind them in today's tattoo tag. Numero uno. This is my first tattoo. It is of, oh god, I can't remember. Okay, I think that the one in California is Sleeping Beauty's castle. That sounds right. And in all my Disney tattoos, I have a hidden Mickey. So the hidden Mickey is right here in the fireworks. And I actually started getting the hidden Mickeys because of my mom. She thought that it was like the cutest idea, and so I did it for her and like didn't tell her. And then from then on, I just started getting hidden Mickeys in all my Disney tattoos. And I wanted this one to be my first because Disney has always been something really important to me, and I've never been like an indecisive person. Like, it's not like I didn't know what I wanted. Like, I know I want a lot of tattoos. It was more of like, what did I want first? And I decided that I wanted something Disney first, and the castle is kind of just like the staple. Like, you see it as soon as you walk into Disneyland, and it's before every Disney movie. So I thought that it was perfect, and I still love it now. I loved it then. It was not too long of a process. It probably took 2.5 hours or so, which is pretty good considering, I mean, this is like a large tattoo for me. I'm a small person. It was mediumly priced, in my opinion. Some people might say it's on the lower end, but I think it was reasonably in the middle ground. When I got it done, I would say that it was an 8, but now that I have more, I would say it's like a 4. This is like not a very painful place to get tattooed, especially if this is like a pretty fatty area of your body, so it really isn't too bad. But for it being my first tattoo, I think I was a little bit more sensitive, and I kind of overreacted to the pain a little bit. So now that I look back, I would say it's about a 4. The second tattoo I got pretty shortly after my first one was the seashell on my back. It's just like an outline of a seashell. I got this because my best friend went in to get her very first tattoo, and I love tattoo parlors and piercing parlors. Like, the way it smells and like the sound of the needles puncturing into people's skin. But like, seriously, the way it smells and like being there, I should really just hide my wallet for myself because I always end up walking out with something. So we were there, and she was at her appointment, and I was like, hey, you have like, 30 minutes to do this on me really quick? And she was like, yeah, we could totally do that. So I just got a tattoo, and that was my second tattoo, and it didn't hurt very much at all. I mean, that was like maybe like a 3 at most on the pain scale. Honestly, probably like a 2 for me, but could be higher for other people. I don't know. It was very inexpensive. It's a really simple tattoo. It didn't really take that much time or ink or supplies or anything. My third tattoo is the fish on my back. It's opposite the seashell, same place, just opposite. It's this little guy right here. His name is Maurice, and I made a little more in-depth description about him in another video that I did, so go check that out if you want to hear more about Maurice. But I got him when I was in Hawaii on vacation, and I got it because I was bit by a fish, this fish, while I was snorkeling, and it was a perfect souvenir that I wanted to take home as a permanent reminder of all the fun times that I had there. It took 45 minutes or so, under an hour for sure. And again, on the pain scale, it was a 2 or 3 maybe. So you got a little bit closer to my shoulder blade. It got a little more painful, but it was honestly not that painful at all. And again, it was somewhat lower on the pain scale, a little more than the seashell, but not as much as any of my other larger full color tattoos. The fourth tattoo I got is this haunted mansion portrait-y kind of thing. So it's the haunted mansion and then a little Jack Skellington at the bottom, and the hidden Mickey is over here in the bushes. That's my little thing over there. We got some bats. It's just, I love that ride so much. I think that's my favorite ride at Disneyland, and I've been to the one in Disney World, and I loved it there. And I love Nightmare Before Christmas and anything Tim Burton. I'm like, Tim Burton and Disney go hand in hand, to be honest. So I really wanted that to be my next big piece to balance out the castle. I kind of wanted like a little bit of a light and dark theme going on. It took probably an hour more than this one, or maybe like 30 minutes more, so 3 hours and 15 minutes. It was a little more up there on the pricing scale because of the amount of detail that is in it. I mean, there's a lot of like tiny lines on the terrace, and there's chimneys and bats and this rope border. There's a lot going on, so it's appropriately priced for the amount of detail that the artist put into it. I sat for a pretty long time. To sit and get tattooed for 3 hours straight is intense for anybody. So this one was maybe like a 5, or at times maybe a 6 towards the end. Your body kind of starts to give up and it just gets painful all around and annoying. So maybe like a 5 or a 6. Moving on to my 5th one, which is this little number here. It says RIP Beauty Standards, and I got this based off of a piece of artwork from one of my favorite artists. And I got it because I just think it's really relevant. I think it'll always be relevant in my life, and it was relevant before I could get tattooed, and it's relevant after I am tattooed and will continue to get tattooed. I mean, I think tattoos are art, and so it's kind of cool to have something on your body that someone can read and understand and resonate with, even if it's something as small as RIP Beauty Standards. It took maybe like at max an hour, but I think it was closer to 45 minutes. And it was 4 on the pain scale probably. I thought I would be a little more nervous about having it go on the inside of my arm, but it didn't go as far in as I thought it was going to, so it really didn't hurt that bad. And it was on the lower end of the pricing scale because it is smaller than my other tattoos. The smaller it is, the less it's probably going to be. My most recent piece de resistance, my favorite one right now, is this beautiful, lovely, long, large Ariel tattoo, and we have a hidden Mickey over here in the bubbles. I got her because she is my favorite Disney princess, and ever since I started thinking about getting tattooed, I've always really wanted a tattoo of a mermaid, and it's Disney, like it just fits so well together, and I wanted her tail, so it's big. This one took, to be honest, it felt like it took 6 hours, but it really only took like 3 hours and 30 minutes maybe, because like I said, the artist works very fast, so it didn't really take that long. But this is my most painful tattoo because it goes in like this little elbow ditch right here. So like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's in a very active part of your body, and the skin is kind of tough right there. I wasn't expecting it to be as painful as it was, and I felt really bad for the artist because I was kind of being a wuss. So I would probably rate that like a 7 or an 8. I mean, it was pretty painful. It was not pleasant the entire time. Like, I try to be excited and positive throughout the tattooing experience to make it better for the artist, but I mean, that kind of sucked. Like, it sucks. At some point, it just hurts. Like, it hurts so bad. But this one is my most expensive tattoo because of the detail, the size, the color. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it is art, and you should pay for it appropriately. I mean, it's something you're gonna have forever, but the artist also takes their time to draw it for you and personalize it, and it's just respectful to respect their price that they put on their piece of artwork that you get to wear. Thank you all for watching. If you have any great Disney tattoos you want me to see, please leave them in the comments below, and also leave some tattoo suggestions. I am in the market for a new one soon, and who knows, maybe your idea will end up on my skin forever. Please make sure to subscribe, thumbs up, leave all your comments, and I look forward to seeing everyone again soon. Bye!